These are 5 fantasy books to read this summer. Add these to your TBR because these are the kind of books that you can get through easily. They're fast paced and they're not massive, so you don't have to lug around thousands of pages. The first suggestion I have for you is Legend Born by Tracy Dion. Yes, this is a YA book, but this is one of the most developed YA books out there. This book is really, really good, and it does develop into a series. I think it's a trilogy at the moment, so if you do decide you want to continue with this over the summer, you have 2 more books to read. I don't know about you, but this is the kind of fantasy book that I'd take to the beach and read in the beach, you know what I mean? Following on from that, a book that I think would be also really, really good at the beach or by the coast or anything like that is Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. Yes, it's from his Cosmere, but this is a complete standalone. This book is one of Brandon Sanderson's secret projects, and you can read this at absolutely any point during the Cosmere, which most importantly means you can read it right at the beginning. You can just pick this up and read this standalone fantasy book about pirates whenever you want. If you are an epic fantasy reader and you do want something that's a bit more lighthearted, a bit more summery, a bit more breezy, I would highly suggest Tress of the Emerald Sea. Next up is The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. If you are a character-driven reader, you have to pick up this book. I'm telling you, pick it up this summer. It will be one of the most enjoyable books you read all year. It is absolutely stunning. I can't tell you how valuable it is having a cast of characters that are inherently so amazing. There is not a bad character in this book. And considering the plot of this book is so broad and dense and immense, it's fun, it's exciting, it's energetic, and every single one of the characters add to that. I'm telling you right now, The Devils is going to be one of those books for you that you read and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up and see the sun shining through your blinds, your curtains, your windows, whatever, and you will just want to pick up this book straight away because it is so hilarious. And for all of you sci-fi fans, I wouldn't be doing my job without suggesting a couple of sci-fi books. The first one is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amma Omota and Max Gladstone. I've gone on about this book so many times, but this is one of those books that you can easily get done in a day. It's so easy to read. It flows so well. And trust me, the last thing you want when it's hot is a book that just doesn't flow. And my final suggestion is a little bit rogue. It's Adrian Tchaikovsky's The Expert Systems Brother. This is a very, very underrated book by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This isn't one of his books that's actually talked about that often. You normally see Children of Time or City Last Chances talked about when Adrian Tchaikovsky is brought up, but this is actually really, really good. It's a sci-fi book, but it has so many fantasy elements in it. It genuinely just focuses almost on like slice of life and then develops a bit further and a bit further and a bit further whilst you get through it. This was originally written as a standalone, I think, because the sequel came out like 3-4 years later, and considering it's only about 180 pages, definitely within that time frame doesn't take up that much time to write a book. So I count this as a standalone. Yes, it does have the sequel, but I definitely don't think you need to read the sequel straight away. I haven't even read it. So those are 5 fantasy books that you should pick up this summer. These books are the kind of books, they are breezy, they're easy to read, they flow so well, and you will just have so much fun reading them. Let me know, have you read any of these? What books would you suggest to read for the summer? Because I need your suggestions as well. Make sure to like, make sure to follow, and happy goddamn reading.